morning, guys. Susan Sheehan back today for our interview and expert, and it is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to Jackie Strawn. Jackie is the CEO of HR Tactics, and she is our expert on human resources. Jackie, hi, thank you so much for being with us today. So tell us a little bit about your field of expertise and how do you help our business owners?
Well, hi, Susan. Hi, everyone. Great to be here. Thank you very much for interviewing me as your expert today. So I've been in the field of HR for about 20 years plus. And I absolutely love what I do. HR is so multifaceted that there's just never a dull moment. I love it. I'll do it till the day I die. Some years back, I started HR Tactics, and my team and I are really about providing HR consulting services across all the areas of HR, from the hiring through to the firing and everything in between. We also offer an outsourced HR solution, and that one is our offsite HR manager solution. It's a package.
Interesting.
Yeah, which it delivers all the benefits of having a dedicated and qualified HR manager, but without the massive salary and operating costs that go with having a HR manager in-house. So there are many businesses out there who are growing, and once you start getting over that 15 employee mark, really the managing of all the HR aspects of the business starts becoming quite onerous, and the business owner or the office manager, whoever's actually managing those HR tasks, they start finding themselves really pulled away from other tasks they need to be performing. And the people-related matters can become quite overwhelming. And that ends up being a really significant factor, because the business owner or the office manager, whoever it is, can really start losing confidence and clarity around knowing which HR initiatives they should even be focusing on, which are the most essential, which are really going to move the needle, as they say in the business. And that's that tipping point when they start considering hiring in a HR manager. But hiring in a HR manager, as I said, is costly. It's sometimes not the best step to take at that particular time. It does require, obviously, a significant outlay financially. I mean, a HR manager worth their salt these days could run you up to or beyond the $100,000 mark. And then you've got the on costs, and if you use recruitment agencies, their fees, plus, and not to mention that if things don't work out, you are going to have to manage the ordeal of managing them out. So that's where we come in, offering a much better alternative to making that leap straight to employing an in-house HR manager.
Wow, certainly can see lots of benefits, and a more cost-effective option, obviously, for a lot of our small to medium business owners. So I guess, Jackie, so who is the business owner in the audience and our listeners that you can help? Who is your ideal client?
Okay, so our consulting side of our business, any size. If you've got employees, then we can help. But the offsite HR manager solution is really designed for those that are starting to push around the 15 employees or more mark. They're still operating without any HR expertise, and have stepped into what I call the HR fog, where they're feeling really uncertain about which HR priorities they should be focusing on, as I mentioned before. They're wondering, there's levels of confusion over why is employee turnover as high as it is, and what impact, they're quite confused about what impact HR can have on the business. Lack of systems, lack of structure and order. The picture I have in my head is as a business owner or office manager going, there's got to be a better way, and that's where we can step in. That's our ideal client.
Oh, so there's obviously a difference between the off-site model and an in-house model. Can you give us a little bit more clarity on what that looks like?
Sure. So our prime objective as providing you an off-site HR manager is really the same objective as an in-house HR manager has, And that's all around ensuring that the right people are coming into your business, getting them performing quickly and making them want to stay, essentially building value in your employees if you have them. However, through my career, I came to know the 20 odd years of being in HR and being HR manager at various places. I've come to know that there are some HR strategies that actually have a greater impact on the business profitability than others. And those are the ones that will move the needle. Those are the HR strategies that our offsite HR managers make sure we focus on getting right first in the business. The other major difference is that we work smarter by leveraging the technology that's available to us. There's a lot out there in the HR space that allows us to automate many HR tasks.
Oh, wow.
And that means we can operate remotely. Which maybe we're a bit ahead of our time with COVID-19 hitting. We're already managing these HR functions for businesses remotely. So we don't need to be on site every day like a traditional HR manager. We can provide a much more flexible, less costly, more efficient service by operating remotely, making it heaps simpler for our clients because we're only needing to come into the business once a quarter.
Wow, so it's not only more cost effective, but it can also be more effective in running this side of the business then, Jackie.
Yeah, efficiency and effectiveness all wrapped up together.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. And for me, guys, you know, HR for me, human resource for me really was a new subject because I have never worked myself in corporate. So really learning about what human resources is about has been an eye-opener for me. So really listen clearly to what Jackie has to say. So you mentioned 5 strategies. What are these 5 strategies that we need to understand and get right, Jackie?
Okay, so, and for just on that point, you're saying for those that, there are many out there who haven't worked in, say, a bigger business that's had its own HR manager or HR branch or HR team. For those, there's no wonder, you know, there's all those unknowns about what on earth is HR. But think of the employee life cycle. Think of when you think, I have a vacancy, I need to bring somebody in. Then you actually bring them in, you recruit them, you onboard them, you train them, you develop them, you keep performance, you keep measuring engagement. There are so many different aspects to HR. It's really quite complex. But the 5 through my career that I referred to earlier that I feel really do impact the profitability of the business, because after all, that's what we need. There's no use having a great team but an unprofitable business. The first one is expert recruitment methodologies. You have to be designing your recruitment processes strategically and in line with where you want to take the business. The second one is structuring your onboarding processes for new staff. So actually having structure around how you onboard these people in their early weeks and months. Third one is measuring employee engagement. And this is so you know exactly what's driving or hindering your employees' performance levels. Finding out what's working, what's not working for them, what they're thinking and feeling about working for you. And then you can act on that actual information. The fourth one is fostering well-being, and through COVID-19 and as we emerge, unless you're in Victoria at the moment, fostering well-being is essential. And there's so much research written on this area that you will definitely reap the rewards if you are fostering well-being in your employees at the moment. And the fifth one is HR compliance, and that's about ensuring you're 100% compliant with Fair Work and workplace health and safety legislation. No use having the most amazing team and the highest profits if you're potentially going to lose it all due to being found non-compliant in those 2 areas of legislation. And essentially structure, order around these 5 is where your money is best spent first.
Well, gosh, you know, I think that if you ever, guys, if you're listening to Jackie, I'm sure you now have some real clarity around how HR tactics could help you in your business. And Jackie, do you have any last words that you'd like to share with our audience today?
Final words. They would be that if you are sitting there now listening to this and you're a business owner and you've got employees and you're in that HR fog, or you think you're heading towards it, and you'd really love to feel relieved from all that stress and relieved from that uncertainty around hiring, managing and firing, and you really want to get back to that feeling of confidence, having confidence in your people, having confidence in the future of your business, then reach out to us. We're here to help.
You know, guys, we're living in this unprecedented times. How many times have we heard that word over the last few months? But the reality is that we are living through an unknown time. And so being confused about what you need to do in your business when it comes to your people and the well-being of your people, the compliance of your business, is really one of the significant keys to making sure that your business is strong and can really sail through this time and all other times with you sailing through with confidence, knowing that your business is strong and can handle it. So we believe here at Smart Coach 7 that when you solve a problem quickly, you move forward faster. So if you're sitting there a little bit confused about this, do not delay. Call Jackie today. And you've got a couple of offers, Jackie, don't you?
I do. I've recently written a short HR guide, and that is around those 5 HR strategies I spoke about today. And I'd love to send that out to those of you who are listening who have employees. Those of you who really want to thrive coming out of COVID-19. I've stuffed it full of practical tips to focus on right now, and it's around how you can keep your business legally protected and the performance levels of your people high. If you can put the link into the comments section for people to download it, Susan, that would be great. But if you're listening, it's hrtactics.com.au/ebook. The second gift I have is a 30-minute call with me. You know, call me. I'll talk to you personally, one-on-one, totally confidentially, no judgment. Let's discuss where your business is right now, where you want to get it to, what good looks like for you, what your vision is for the business, what HR practices and processes you have in place now. We'll go through that. And I'll talk to you about what HR priorities I see as the ones that you need to focus on over the next, say, 6 to 12 months to get your business to where you actually want it to be.
Oh my gosh, that's a value-packed offer, Jackie. Thank you. So if you want to have peace of mind that your business is safe and your people are performing at its best so that you can increase your profits, knowing that your business is strong, then click on the link below and download Jackie's ebook, book in for that call. You know what? You're not going to lose anything, and think about what you could be gaining. This is an amazing gift with a very high value. So as I said, don't delay, call Jackie today. And if you know somebody else in business who you think is stuck, confused, lacking clarity, got people that they know they need help with, then please forward them to this interview, send them the link for Jackie's ebook, or even better, get them to call Jackie personally. I'm Susan Sheehan. Jackie, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute delight. And guys, you call Jackie, you're going to have a great little giggle as well. She's an awesome woman and really fun to work with. So have a wonderful Friday afternoon, guys. Thank you for listening. Watch out next week. We're going to have another expert that we're going to interview.